How's it going? If you clicked on this video, then odds are you've been preparing for Summerfest for the past few weeks, maybe month, or possibly even longer, just stockpiling on gems, waiting to use them. But if you're here, then odds are you want to know what the best way is to use these gems. What do you buy? What do you sell? Do you even sell or do you gamble it? But don't worry, that's what I'm going to go over with you today. But first things first, let's go ahead and explain what's going to come out in Summerfest and why are you even gathering all the gems. A pack is going to be added to the shop called the Beach Blast Bingo. Typically, it goes for about 20,000 gems, and you get a few things inside it. You'll get one Beach Blast, one Summer Surprise, 100 fireworks, and a small chance to get a white or purple fragment. Now, once you have all these, there's really two different routes you can go down. The first route is going to be to break the Summer Surprise and get Super Summer Surprise and try to gamble for a Neptune or a Phoenix item. The second path, and the one that we're really going to focus on today, is the Summer Artifact Chest. And the reason we want to focus on the Summer Artifact Chest is these will be valuable all throughout the event. The issue with the Super Summer Surprise, as well as the Summer Surprise itself, is there will only be 500 of the Neptune items, as well as 500 of the new Phoenix items. And if history has told us anything, these get picked up with about the first 24 hours. So if you haven't already stockpiled on the Super Summer Surprise, you're most likely not going to get it, and it's not worth your time. Because the only way to get the Super Summer Surprise is going to be to break all of your Summer Surprises that you get from the pack, as well as lighting off all the fireworks to spawn more Summer Surprise to repeat the cycle. For every 20 Summer Surprise that you break, you will get one Super Summer Surprise, which is the only way to get the Neptune or the Phoenix item. So what is so special about the Summer Artifact Chest that allows it to be sought after throughout the entire event? Well, the Summer Artifact Chest is the only way in the game to obtain previous Phoenix items. That includes, but not limited to, the Phoenix Wings, one of the highest commodity items in this game that if someone hits could make or break your time playing Growtopia. And the way it works is, every 3 hours throughout Summerfest, each Phoenix item will be available to be obtained through these chests. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it's one of each, maybe a few more of each, but I know it's at least one. Once it's picked up and 3 hours passes, that number resets and they're free to be grabbed again. So how do we get the Summer Artifact if it's not something that's dropped in the pack? Well, the pack actually gives us pretty much everything we need to make it. In any chemical combiner, you're going to mix 5 Summer Surprises, 10 sand, and 100 fireworks to get one artifact. So now that we know what to expect with Summerfest, which path we're going to focus on, that being the artifact chest, let's go ahead and get down into the numbers, go over some equations, as well as provide an equation that you can use yourself to calculate your own gems and what to expect in your return. So let's go ahead and get into the numbers portion of this video. That way you can see what to expect and what kind of profit we're really looking at here. On the screen, an equation is now showing up. There are a lot of letter variables in there that probably don't make much sense at a first glance. Don't worry, we're going to go over that together. That way you can plug in your own numbers to see what to expect with your own gem amount. We're going to go ahead and start with x divided by 20,000. X is a placeholder variable for your current number of gems, and we're going to divide it by 20,000 as 20,000 is the price of the pack. Right here, we're just figuring out how many packs are you going to be able to afford. You're then going to take that number of packs and divide it by 5. The reason we're doing this is each pack is one Summer Surprise, and each artifact takes 5 Summer Surprises to craft. This is going to give you the variable y, which is the current number of artifacts that you are able to make with your current amount of gems. We are then going to take y and multiply that by the placeholder z, which stands for the current price of Summer artifacts. And the reason these are variables is these are all subject to change, either if that's per person or what the current price of these items are. And once you do that, you're going to get P, and P is a placeholder for the total diamond lock amount that you will make off selling these at the current listed price. I'll go ahead and go over one example with you. We will use 1 million gems, as that's a really good baseline to also calculate for higher amounts of gems down the line. So our X value is going to be 1 million. We're going to divide that by 20,000, which is again the cost of the pack, and we're going to get 50 from that. That means we are able to buy 50 packs with 1 million gems. We're going to divide that 50 by 5, as we need 5 summer surprises per artifact, and that gives us our Y value, which is 10, meaning we can make 10 summer artifacts with 1 million gems. So we take that Y value at 10, and we multiply that by our Z. Currently, at the time of uploading this, these are selling for around 12 as a listing price. Most of the worlds are actually selling for 12.5 or 13, but for sake of argument and consistency, we will say 12. So 12 diamond locks. 10 times 12 comes out to 120, which is our P value. So we are looking at 120 diamond locks, or in other words, 1 BGL and 20 diamond locks. So with that said, 1 million gems currently would equate to 1.2 BGL as it stands. Now this next part of the video is going to get a bit theoretical, as I don't have any solid proof of this, but I've got a good feeling based on past events that this is what we can expect. Due to it being Summerfest, which is arguably the biggest gacha event in Growtopia, bigger than Valentine's I'd say, we're going to have an influx of players coming back simply to play this and to gamble away. Now, as these players begin to come back, we start to see a trend appearing of supply and demand. The demand is going to skyrocket past the first 24 hours, because once those Neptune items are snatched up, the Super Summer Surprise becomes utterly useless, which is why I'm advising you not to go down that path, but instead invest in these artifacts. Because after that 24-hour passes and these Neptune items are gone, the only thing left to do is to go for the Phoenix items, and as we established earlier, the only way to do that is through these summer artifacts. Once we see that switch happen, the price is going to go up with the demand. So right now, we're looking anywhere from that 12 to 13 range. I could see it going upwards of 15, possibly even 18 towards the latter half of this event. And if that's the case, just go ahead and re-plug in that number with the equation that we just went over and get an idea of what you could be looking at. Now again, take that with a grain of salt. It is purely theoretical, and there's currently no math to back that up. However, the math is there to guarantee us that 1.2, which, like we just went over, is a bit of a low ball on the estimate. So with that said, I hope this video helps you make a decision on how to spend these gems that you've been saving up and working towards. But at the end of the day, just remember, have fun with it. It's Growtopia. If you have fun making a profit, then by all means go ahead. If you have fun gacha and gambling and breaking these to try to get those high tier items, then absolutely do that. There is no right or wrong way to do this, but if you're like me, you like to find the most efficient mathematical way to spend your hard-earned gems. So far, this is the best method I've found. If you disagree with it or have any questions or other points, absolutely leave it below. I'm more than happy to learn. I could be wrong here, so take everything I've said with a grain of salt and double check my numbers, but I think this is a really good starting point to go ahead and build your plan of what you want to do in Summerfest. Take care, guys.